Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tabitha Yont, and I'm the owner of Elegant Homes and Interiors. And welcome to Tuesday Talks with Tabitha. I'm super excited. Hi, Pam. Pam is on here. I'm not talking to myself this evening. I am super excited to get this started, guys. I wanted to start this at the beginning of the year, and we had the COVID, I'll just be honest, and it was just a really rough time for my family. So I just decided, you know what, if I don't get it started, then I'm never going to start it. So I thought tonight is the night. We're all feeling better. Thank the Lord that we're all feeling better and all the things. So tonight is the night to come on here and visit with you guys about Tuesday Talks with Tabitha. And I came up with this idea I would say about 6 months ago or so. I started talking about it and talking about all the different things that I really wanted to do on this page. And one of the things is to have a designated time to come on here and talk about different topics, different things, all the things that I have been doing, all the different things that I want to share with you guys, because this is such a big group, and I have so much fun when we do our open houses, and when I get to visit with you guys, and when we do all the different challenges, which is super, super fun. I wanted to make sure that we got on here and we did things like that. So I just thought that this would be a fun way to be able to communicate with you guys and say hello on a weekly basis, not a daily, but a weekly basis, and we'll get to know each other a little bit more. So if you come on here, say hello, tell me where you're from, and if it's on replay, let me know it's on replay. And sprinkle with all your friends and everyone so everybody knows what's going on. But tonight, I really wanted to talk about organization, because the whole month of January, it's always about that month when everybody takes down all their Christmas and all their things, and everybody is ready to basically just purge at their house. They're ready to get all the things out and make their house kind of a blank canvas again, which it was really funny because last week we had a guest speaker in our Elegant community, and Cindy Hamilton came on here, which isn't she a doll? She's just a doll. I just love her. Hello, Natalie. It's nice to see you. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad my family's healthy too. So thank you, Natalie. But talking about Cindy, she came on here and I introduced her to our group here, and we had so much fun. So I hope you guys got some little nuggets from that. And yeah, so we're just going to keep carrying along this, and every Tuesday you're going to see me live. So, and I got to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you my little secret here. They were telling me when I did my videos, instead of doing them this way, they wanted me to do them this way. So I'm not really even sure where I'm supposed to be looking at this point. I keep looking up there and it's supposed to be right there. So if I look the wrong way, give me some grace here. I'm trying to look the right place. Okay. Hi, Roberta. How are you? Okay, guys. So I wanted to talk a little bit, because this is our last week to talk about kind of purging and getting rid of some things. And I got a list of all these things that you're supposed to really purge in January. And it's kind of long and lengthy. So I kind of took some of these things that I know that we forget about, and I kind of narrowed it down, and I'm going to talk about them in different categories, like kitchen and all the different things. But I'm going to take a few of them that we forget, and I'm going to talk about those in each one. So let's start with the kitchen. I think when I'm going into my kitchen, I know that seems overwhelming for me. And I don't know about you, when I'm purging my kitchen and I'm getting everything out, I like to organize it and kind of just clean every little area up. But one of the things that they were talking about is excessive coffee mugs. I don't know about you, but I tend to get lots of coffee mugs as well. I get them as gifts. I buy them for myself, and wherever I love to go to get different coffee mugs. And it seems like we have tons of them. So when I organize these, we have to definitely now, I tell Jason we have to get one. If we get one, then we have to take one out. That's kind of the little in between the thought there, is that we have to take mugs out. Hello, Tanya. I'm glad you're here. So mugs it's talking about just excessive mugs. Make sure that you're cleaning that out. But I'm going to go a little further with that and say, let's say like these, like, your handy dandy Yetis or any of those things that don't have the tops to them, any kind of glassware. It seems like glassware in our family, because we have the pool, it just seems like the tops and things like that just vanish somewhere. I'm not really sure where they go. I'm not really even sure I really don't know. It's like some place hidden hole in our house that like lids and things like that go. It's kind of like, which leads me to Tupperware. I don't know about you guys, but my Tupperware, it seems like that is like the deep dark hole in our house, like with the socks and everything else. I think the Tupperware goes in the same place. So that is one of the things that I would have to say that I definitely would want you to clean out. If you guys can do that, that's on my list of places, is to clean your Tupperware. And if it doesn't have a lid, it's gotta go. So we did that, and I'm telling you, it's like, where does all that go? Hello Jean, hello Brenda, hello everyone. And so those are some of the things that I wanted to talk to you about in the kitchen, is unused appliances. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to be 100% honest. Jason is an appliance fiend. He loves all the little bitty appliances. Any new appliances that come out, he's all about them. And then it seems like we just get them and then we put them in all the different places, like above the cabinets, below the cabinets, and all these things. And I just got notified that I'm Tuesday Talks with Tabitha's live. I just got notified that. That's hilarious. That's funny. That cracked me up. I had to tell you that. Anyhow, the little small appliances, when we get them, Jason gets tons of them. He puts them in the back of the cabinet, and then about when I decide in January I want to clean out things, and sometimes I skip a January or whenever it is, they get so pushed back. So if you are not using something, my rule of thumb is if you're not using it and you haven't used it, then pitch it. So if it's not been used in 1 year, then you really don't. Okay, that's the rule. Okay, so let's go on. There's another category. They're talking about paper. So this is a little printout that I did, this little handy dandy printer. And it's talking about paper, which is so cool because, you know, we don't really think about all the different paper products and things that is in our house. But this one's a really good one. We don't think about these, but every time we buy a new appliance or we get a new thing, we get an owner's manual. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to keep the owner's manuals anymore, because you have this wonderful little thing that's up here that I'm talking to you on, and you can get on Google and you can Google any instructions, any manuals, or anything. So the wonderful thing about that is you don't have to keep those manuals. You don't have to keep those on hand. So you can go ahead and toss those and give those away, okay? So that's one thing that you're safe bet, just to toss those away, give those away. Okay, that's one really cool one that I really liked. I thought that was a good one. Okay, what was another one here that I really liked? The closets. Oh, let's talk about your closets, okay? Let's talk about because the closets is the number one thing that I really clean out a lot. I would have to say I like to clean out my closets. But I thought this was kind of funny. They said purses. The women need to clean out purses, but I really don't like that one. I think I'm going to skip it, to be really honest. I really like to keep my purses because I really like those. So that would be a really hard one for me to go to. But I think the next one is really, really important. It's intimate with holes. If you have any undergarments with holes, that means socks, underwear, bras, anything. We know we all have them. Those have got to go. And it seems like people that really, I go into people's houses and those kind of things are everywhere. People do not want to get rid of their favorite underwear, their socks, or those things. Go ahead and let them go. It's time. Go out and get new ones. They have plenty of them everywhere. So, and you can always get on the computer and get you some new ones. So those are some things that I would like to say to let them go. And another thing was on this is fancy outfits. I thought that was really interesting. Don't you think that's kind of an interesting one? It says fancy outfits. Women usually typically hold on to these for 4 to 5 years, fancy outfits, and we only use them once. I think that's funny. And I thought, you know what? It's true. If you're going to a fancy outing and you need a fancy outfit, it says that most women will go out and buy a new outfit for the fancy outfit or for the outing. So you don't have to hold on to the fancy outfits. You'll go out and buy a new one. So go ahead and purge those. If you haven't worn them for New Year's or a recital or whatever you're wearing your fancy outfits to, a Christmas dinner or whatever it is. Of course, all of us have it this year, so that's really not applied to us. Then you can throw those out. But I really liked that one. I thought that was a good one because you never really think about that. You don't really wear them again, right? So there you go. I was just going through all of the list of 58 that they gave me because I don't want to have to make you guys sit through all 58 of these. So another really good one that I loved is the bathroom products is makeup. I think that we're all kind of guilty of keep holding on to makeup. I don't know about you, but my makeup case, it just keeps rising and rising and rising and rising until I just finally take a day and I clean it out. Like broken one, blush or lipsticks that's broke off, or they're really, really super old and they really don't work, all those different things. But another thing that I thought was really good, unused or expired, if they're done, like anything in that area, you just need to toss it and get rid of it. But another thought is, I don't know about you ladies, but I am really guilty of brushes. The brushes are really bad, and that's super bad for your face. So I say that I give you permission and I give myself permission that we can go get new brushes after a certain time. I don't really know what the rule of thumb is with that, but I'm thinking if you don't use them, then just toss them. Just toss them. You don't need those things. Okay, ladies, there's all kinds of things. They're really good products here. I might post this so you guys can see this little handy dandy guide here. It's really got lots of really cool ones here. We're moving right along. Some different things that people said. This is a really good one, a random thing that people don't get rid of. These are like 58 things that people should get rid of that they don't. And one of them is, a random one is chewed up toys, pet toys. And people don't get rid of these that they should. And I really think that that's true. We're really guilty of that. We have Sophia, and she comes in and she brings those pet toys. She has certain ones that she likes, and they get really gross, but she kind of chews on them. So that's kind of her toy. So I don't really want to get rid of them. But they're saying that you need to toss those after a certain time and get them new ones. So that's a thought. Maybe that's a thought. Another thing is plastic bags. I'm really guilty about this. Every time I get a plastic bag, I just put them in the plastic bag and then I put them under the sink. So I really need to get rid of those. They say that you don't really need to hold on to those, and they can hold bugs. So definitely going to get rid of those now, not using those anymore. So we definitely need to get rid of those. I really thought that was interesting. I didn't think that they could hold that, but I guess they can. So we'll be getting rid of those. A tech. Going into the tech ones, I really thought these were really interesting because this is like for your cell phones, your iPads, things like that to get rid of, is more like old remotes. Who hangs on to old remotes? Are you getting, I see my husband on here. He says, are you getting rid of all your clothes? Yeah, I might just get rid of all my clothes. I'd like to get new ones. That'd be great, Jason. This one says old remotes. I know Jason is really bad about this. We've moved several different times when we were younger, so we would definitely purge these kind of things, like, you know, that you put them in the box or you put them in the attic. But now that we've just kind of stayed here for a while, we just don't get rid of these things. So it's weird how you just kind of hang on to these electronic parts, like old cell phones. They say that the number one thing people hold on to is old cell phones, and that they could actually get money for those. You could turn those in and you can get money. You can get exchanged for those. So that's a really big thing. And old iPads, an old iPad, you can get money for those. So those are things that we hold on to, which we shouldn't, because we can get money for those in exchange. So if you have those, you should run out and get you some money. Exchange those so you can get your new iPad or a new cell phone. And another thing they say is to go through all your photos and back them up, and make sure that you back them up and then take them off your cell phone. I haven't done that, and I got to be honest, guys. With the work that I do, I have 24,000 photos on my phone. I know, it's kind of crazy how many photos I really actually do have on my cell phone. It's unbelievable. But I try to go through them every once in a while just to weed out, like if I have 16 of the same photo, you know, the same position or whatever, like the same, you know, thing. And it's really hard to get rid of them. I just can't get myself to do that. So that's one thing, is to weed out all the things on your cell phone so that you can clean that out. And another one is your apps. Your apps on your cell phone. They're saying that a lot of people keep apps after apps after apps. That's hard to say. And that you should clean those out, just because it's nice to have your phone. It'll speed up your phone and your services and everything like that. So that's a really good one. I think that's really good. And old phone contacts, that's right under that. And I think that's a really good one too. I have to transfer all the photos. That's why I have to hold on to them. I do too. And I just think sometimes that I feel like if I have to transfer them or do those, that's just more than what I want to do. And so then I just kind of hoard them. So I just don't ever get rid of them, which they're saying that's a bad thing. We should definitely do that, which I kind of know that, but it's kind of nice having them on my cell phone too. Social media accounts that don't bring you joy. Wow, that's a really, that'll make you think, huh? That's a pretty big one, especially lately. You got to really go through those. Maybe they're talking more like, groups and different things like that's on social medias, I guess, that don't bring you happiness. I hope this is not one of them. I hope I'm bringing you happiness and joy, but that's a really big one to kind of weed those different things out that you've gotten over the years to just get out of them, just go out of them and don't, I don't know how you do that, but you just kind of do that. So unsubscribe to them. So, and check out your emails. I am so bad about this, guys. I have so many emails and I just swipe and just delete them instead of really actually unsubscribing to them. And I really need to do that. I really, really, really need to do that. So that should be something really, I need to start that because I need to work on that too. But some of these are really interesting. I will post these for you guys so you can go through all of these because there's tons of really cool ones. Some other ones are excessive pens and pencils in your house. These are like home goods. This is under the home goods section. Some pencils and pens, which I have tons of those, but I guess you can donate those and things like that. But yeah, you really don't think about things that you really clean out, like your junk drawers and things like that. That's a really good one. Burned down candles. I guess there's women and men that keep those. They kind of burn them down to a certain point, then they put them up and they think that they're going to use them again. They're saying just toss them. They're saying just go ahead and use those because you're probably more than likely just going to buy a new one. So I think that's really important. That's a good one. Excessive cleaning supplies. I don't know. I probably would hold on to some of that or just use it. That's kind of my thought. Yeah, so there's really some really good tips in here. So I'll make sure that this is posted in our group or our main page here so you guys can go through some of these because they're really kind of good. Extra set of linens. If you've had them for more than 2 years, you probably need to get rid of them. Well, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I think some of these are really kind of cool things, and then some of these you kind of have to weed through. So I will be posting these, but this is kind of what we're going to do. Every Tuesday, I'm going to come on here and give you some different information. I'm going to show you, kind of share some different topics and different things that we've been doing. And just kind of like this, just some fun things that I wanted to show and teach you. Some different things like this. And we just get to know each other. Sometimes I may take you on a little trip, a little shopping trip, or whatever it is that I'm wanting to do. It's just Tuesday Talks with Tabitha. So I hope you guys find that this is so exciting and helpful, and I hope that I see you guys every Tuesday at 7. And if there's something, I have a little homework for you. If there's something that you would like to talk about or you want me to talk about with you, then leave it down below so that we can discuss it on Tuesdays. And I'll try to find different information and different things that we can talk about and discuss here. Hi, Mary. How are you? Hi, Lynn. And so we can all get together and discuss all the different things. And yeah, I think this will be kind of fun. It'll be something different and unique. And so if you guys want to do that, share this with your friends so everybody can kind of join in. And we'll see you guys every Tuesday. Okay, guys, thanks so much for being here. And I will see you next Tuesday.